Hello, fellow trading and investing fanatics. Today we're going to talk about Ford. So I bought Ford one day ago, and primarily because of the electric F-150 plus the breakout on the daily chart, right? So we're going to go and look at the monthly chart first. So monthly chart, we broke out of these downtrend around November. And then ever since then, we have made a pop all the way up to the 10s. And then now we're kind of chopping between 1036 to about 1350. So, and then if you look at the weekly chart, we are at the 20-week moving average this 2 days ago. And then it broke out of the flag, right? So this is a pattern that I really like. And I think Ford wants to run above it. Now, I'm not too sure if we'll do it next week, depending on how the market does. I think, okay, let's look at the SPY, right? So the tech is doing terribly, right? SPY, S&P kind of wanted to close above the 20-day moving average, but we didn't quite do it today. So I think there's a good chance we're going to chop, right, for the next week. So, and if you look at Dow is the leader now. It used to be Russell's, but now Dow is the only indice holding above the 20-day moving average. And if we look at the Qs, we close below it. And if we look at the Russells, it's the weakest, right? So we got the bear flag into a rejection of the 20 and the 50-day moving average. So I think a little bit choppiness is going to be there. So Ford, if you look at Ford, if S&P 500 can stay strong or at least chop sideways, I think Ford could potentially break out, right? But again, I think if you look at the price action, there's a good chance that chopping sideways would probably be the most likely scenario. And then, of course, looking to the downside, I'll be wary of the coming back to the moving averages and the channel trend line for a retest, and then maybe a resumption off. If not, then if we break down, then I'll be looking for some support at around 10. So I'm going to use covered calls to protect myself, just in case it breaks down again. But at the meantime, I have 100 shares plus a covered call at 13. So let's see how the price action works next week. Ideally, we would like to see a nice pop, but due to the extension, if you look at the way Ford has moved, Ford generally doesn't move anywhere from 15 to 20% off the 20-day moving averages. And if it's super extended from the 200-day or the 20 or the 50, it will pull back eventually. So right now we're in a perfect spot. I think there's some room to run. But at the same time, the pullback is probably going to be the most likely scenario. So anyways, I'm super bullish about Ford. And I'm going to hold it for a while, probably for a swing trade. And I'll be looking to get out if we fall too far below the 200-day moving average. And that's my worst case scenario. Upside target in the long term, I'll be looking around 1750 area. And I'll reassess what Ford does. And if we get there, it's still far away. So anyways, hopefully this was able to give you some insights on Ford. I really like the company as well. Now, I actually sold away my Bitcoin shares and Ethereum because it's pretty volatile for the past few days. Like we had a giant drop, right? So I sold my core Bitcoin and Ethereum positions on my Robinhood account. So this account only has Mara as the only Bitcoin play. So I'm not going to be having. I left like $10 left of my Bitcoin in there just to track it. So like my account swings a little bit after hours. So I don't know why the option change is not showing up. Anyways, so I don't think I'm going to have any Bitcoin or Ethereum positions in this account anymore. It's just going to be my long-term, either the BlockFi or the Coinbase account, and I'll keep this account strictly for stocks. The reason why I did that to liquidate it is because, well, it's kind of nice to see it pump a lot to I got up as high as 1500 during the peak when I had the Mara was doing really well, but then ever since then it became really volatile, and I think most of my success is coming from covered calls. So I think I'm gonna stick to what I'm doing. I do well with, instead of trying to having to deal with the volatility on this account. And if I can hedge it, then I probably won't want it on the account. So that's pretty much it for the update. I'm going to do another update on APXT in the coming day or two, so watch out for that. So anyways, I hope you guys had a great day, and I will talk to you guys later.